Jews don't do open caskets, but we love food. So you do an open casket, but you do it in collaboration with an episode of Is It Cake? And
Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine, it's a good guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys, we're just the good guys. Whoa.
Mazel, morons, I'm sitting here with the executor to Hulk Hogan's estate. It's Ben Soffer.
By the way, it's funny that you bring up Hulk Hogan. I saw a cereal this morning that I'm fairly certain he was eating. It may have been the cause of death. I'm not sure. It's a cereal that you'll be very interested in if you haven't seen it before, Josh. Did you see this man cereal?
No.
It's cereal with creatine in it.
Hell yeah.
Right? That's got to kill someone, right? Putting creatine in your cereal, that's got to be a cause of death. No?
No, I think that's pretty lit. It's called man cereal. I would have thought it's just made from like beef organs.
By the way, wasn't this my idea like a month ago? I said that we should make man juice, which was like it was like one of my bad ideas.
That wasn't the name.
It's called Ben's Spunk.
Oh my God.
Do you think that the word spunk is grosser than semen? I certainly do. I think we got to remove spunk from the lexicon. It's gross.
I think you just reintroduced it. I haven't thought about that word in a millennia. Dog.
It's a very dated word. Spunk.
It's gross. But it also can mean good. Like, oh, he's got some spunk.
Yeah, or he's got some spunk on his leg.
Right.
Did you see Man Cereal? Did you look it up?
Yeah, that's wild. I want no part of that.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I was going to send you a box, but I feel like you'd just like it too much and you'd end up ODing on creatine. Nobody needs that. I don't need you ODing on creatine.
No, that's crazy. I've been recently doing, the night before, I've been making overnight oats.
Ooh.
I do it with nice high-end Trader Joe's oatmeal. I do a little chia seeds. I do a vegan protein milk that's sweetened, so it like is giving the natural sweetness, and I'm getting protein. And then a little peanut butter. Got to dress it up. Sorry to my cardiologist, but here's what I'm doing. So already we've got a pretty perfect thing, no? But then once it's ready in the morning, I go half that, half Faye yogurt. 0%, no sweetener in it because the oatmeal is so darn sweet. So now I'm banging a yogurt oatmeal mix. I feel incredible throughout the day.
I love making a nice little yogurt parfait. I realized, Josh, in the middle of my parfait last night, which I normally lay down 0% Faye as well.
Sure.
I'll put a nice healthy granola, some blueberries, maybe some raspberries or strawberries. And then for a little kick, I put a little drizzle of honey. Don't shoot me.
You gotta.
A little drizzle of honey. I looked at the pack, Josh. I accidentally bought 5%. What am I, nuts? I was eating full 5% Faye. That is, I mean, it's diarrhea. It is waiting to happen. You can't have 5%. That's nuts, no?
What I would say, there are plenty of people that would tell you that the fat in yogurt is surely not the issue for people.
Okay. That's good to hear, because I had a pint over the last 5 days.
I'm the same as you. I also don't. It's like the difference between skim and whole milk. Like, I think I'm so indoctrinated to having skim milk because I was a fatty that like now when I drink whole milk or I eat that 5% yogurt, I'm like, this is too much. Like I don't even taste the benefit.
No, it's too rich. The 5%. I was thinking to myself, wow, this tastes amazing. Like, this is the best yogurt I've ever had. And I looked back and I was like, oh my God, I just had 400 calories in yogurt. Just yogurt.
Yeah.
It's really, but anybody that doesn't like a yogurt parfait, you haven't done it right. Have we been to Avra together?
I've been to Avra once. I'm not sure why, but it's so over the top.
Are you thinking of the dessert though that I'm thinking of, where you order, they have a Greek yogurt on the menu, and it comes at the end, and it looks like a scoop of ice cream, so it's a little bit alarming when you dig in and you think that it's vanilla ice cream, but it's yogurt. But then, okay, brain rewires, and it's the most delicious yogurt you've ever had. Yeah. It's probably a full-fat yogurt with honey, with like a side of a baklava. Oh, my. Oof. I love yogurt. It's so delicious. And the perfect midnight snack. So much better than eating a Snickers.
This is wild, dude. These are the desserts as I become a grown-up. Like, you really can't, you have to move away from dirtbag desserts.
You do.
You need to upgrade your dessert selection as you move into your 40s because otherwise your body's just going to shut down.
Yeah, and I have to say, if you're interested in something even a little bit more fattening, but I still think that this is healthy, you let me know. Instead of honey, sometimes I put in a teaspoon of Bon Maman strawberry jam.
Great.
Woo!
What about...
This is fantastic, Bon Maman.
What about Amma Jams It?
Sure, I'm in.
Joey Camasta says it's the best jam there is.
Well, if Joey said it, it's a lie. I don't know what he's shilling. He just, what martini did I just see him make? He's so creative and so funny. He made like a cherry tomato martini or something. And I was like, Joey, what are you nuts? I don't want that. I guess it's kind of like a Bloody Mary, maybe. I love Joey though. What a mensch.
Oh my God. Please come back on the pod. He's my favorite person ever. I love him. I've been going nuts recently because again, I found like a dessert hybrid, this Fruit Riot. You know this Fruit Riot?
I do know Fruit Riot. I do.
Okay, so Fruit Riot first came on the scene because it was very popular, very TikTok-y, frozen grapes that were frozen, and then, before that, they're kind of drenched in citric acid and a little bit of sugar, so they have like a real sour pop. So there's a kind of like a candy hard shell around it. But the base of it, 90% of it is the fruit. So you really don't feel that bad. An entire bag is like 400 calories. I've done the math. Don't come from me.
Yeah.
The grapes, this is fine. Not so interesting. Pineapple, then they came out with. The pineapple, This is good. It's a nice vehicle, but it could be better. Then they came out with mango. Now this is already a sugary fruit. But you give it that little sweet, hard shell around it. It's frozen. I'm banging a bag a night, my boy. It is so, I'm fruit nuts. I'm a fruit.
And what is that? Is that like 1,000 calories for the mango?
No, it's the entire bag's 400 calories.
That's pretty great.
And it's mostly fruit. So you don't like if you ate a mango and a half, that's 400 calories on its own, right? If you ate three bananas, that's 400 calories. So it's like, I would say the majority of the calories, I would say at least 50 to 60% is from the fruit.
I have to try this. The
Fabulous.
Mango Fruit Riot, I have to try. I was eating the True Fruit for a while because, again, I think it's like a similar idea where it's like, but it's 90% fruit. No?
Is it?
Yeah, it's a raspberry coated in chocolate. Same thing. If yours is 90%, mine's 90%. That said, I just don't think it tastes that great. That said, I just don't think it tastes that great. I'm not like, I don't really want like frozen chocolate covered fruit. I love a strawberry, like a chocolate covered strawberry. That's fantastic, but it's not frozen. The strawberry isn't frozen. The strawberry is perfect. If you get it couldn't be less healthy. If you get a nice chocolate covered strawberry in milk chocolate.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Milk chocolate, honestly, bury me in a fondue of milk chocolate. That's the way that I want. That's
how you go out?
That's how I go out. I'm completely covered in milk chocolate. Do we have to lift that?
No, it's not, because it would be funny how we'd have to explain it because you're such a fatty that people go like, can you believe what Ben did and how it ended? And you go, actually, what? I know what you think. He's a real sicko.
He's actually just floating in milk chocolate. Like,
you're right to be offended, but you need some context. He actually just wanted to die by milk chocolate bath.
Sounds like a freaking dream. And I'd let people come up if they dare and dunk in my casket. We'll have just trays and trays of marshmallows, cut fruit. You say goodbye to me like at a wake. Bye, Ben. Dunk in the fondue. Walk. How nice is that?
You know what else would be fucking sick?
What?
If, because Jews don't do open caskets, but we love food. So you do an open casket, but you do it in collaboration with an episode of Is It Cake? And
You're just taking a fork to my ham trying to figure it out.
and you make an entire Ben body out of cake. And everyone and everyone gets hungry at a funeral. So people now, they go to pay their respect. They go like, I'm going to take an elbow. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of his, pupik. And then you put it on a plate and you sit, you get a cold Diet Coke and you listen to the eulogy.
I love it. Or it's like one of those sexual sushi experiences, but you dress my entire body in a smorgasbord. We're looking at lox, cream cheese, capers, onions, cucumbers, bagels, all over my body.
Yeah.
I'm in on all of this, okay? I'm in. This would make death far less scary if I know that my friends and family are enjoying a beautiful meal. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Mint Mobile. Folks, you know what doesn't belong in your epic summer plans? Getting burned by your old wireless bill. While you're planning beach trips, barbecues, and 3-day weekends, your wireless bill should be the last thing holding you back. That's why I made the switch to Mint Mobile, and you should too. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk, text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. Ditch overpriced wireless and get 3 months of unlimited service from Mint Mobile for $15 a month. Folks, Mint Mobile is it, $15 a month for fantastic wireless service. You don't want to check your bill with your other provider and see, what is that random $79 charge? Or maybe $179, or maybe $1,079. That's not a number. Actually, that is a number. What are you getting at? I'm telling you, folks, you don't need those unexpected charges, and Mint Mobile doesn't believe in them. So, folks, this year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get this new customer offer and your unlimited 3-month wireless plan for just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/goodguys. That's mintmobile.com/goodguys. Disclaimer, upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may be slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
I think Judaism, we're used to the traditions in Judaism, and so we don't look at them as kooky as, I think they're as kooky in many ways as most things are kooky when it comes to religion. But what I will give Jews a lot of credit for is that whether it's like people argue circumcision, but to us, we make it a ceremony. There's a religious aspect to it. So you could have that debate all day, but at least we try to add a layer of holiness to it, which the argument could be we try to add a layer of holiness to everything. And especially with death, I find like the fact that we don't try to preserve the body, that we try to turn it over in 24 hours, that you get interned right away into the dirt in like a very basic casket. There's no keeping, preserving. It's like right back into the earth. That's how I want to go, at least.
Same, and I think that that's why, again, it might just be the way that we were raised, but I resonate most with a Jewish ceremony, for sure. And then you spend 7 days talking about the person, gathering with family, memorializing them after they're put in the ground. To me, and this might just be, again, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody out there, embalmings are just so crazy to me. The fact that you're like injecting people that are dead to make them look pretty and putting on makeup. I understand that you wouldn't, to have a wake, you don't want to have a wake and have the person look so scary. So I understand it from that perspective. It's just, again, it might just be foreign to me, and that's why it's so, you use the word kooky. It's so kooky to me. But yeah, if you die, or when you die, we came from the earth, you go back to the earth. Right. It's what resonates most with me. And there's a reason. If something stinks, Josh, you throw it away. You don't put perfume on it. Okay? If you have old cheese in the fridge, you're not spritzing it with perfume. You're putting it in the garbage. And if you let a person just decay, they're going to start smelling. They should be in the ground immediately. That's all.
What I don't understand is, sometimes caskets are made of steel. Sometimes they line the hole with cement so that seepage doesn't happen. I'm like, what are we preserving?
You're preserving nothing. Like, the inside of that is, there's going to be nothing there. It's bones. And the bones could have, I have to like go back to whatever documentary I saw this in, but like, we basically feed the soil, just like everything else. Like, we decay and we become a part of this gorgeous world. That's why, like, whether you believe in reincarnation or not, like, I think that if you are in the way that Josh described, being buried in a wooden casket and you go biodegradably back into the earth, you're a part of something. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is, whether it's how people believe that you come back as an elephant, I don't know, but you're certainly back as a part of this tree that grew wherever you were buried, right?
Yeah, the law of energy is that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So in theory, what was once this walking bag of energy is now being reintroduced to the earth. You become caloric energy for the things in which that eat you, and then they redistribute your energy back into the world.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You can't get this anywhere, folks. You can't get this anywhere else. This type of conversation, you expected us to, you never know. Are we going to go the comedic route? Are we going to talk about death? We can play both sides.
We're thoughtful.
We are thoughtful. But yeah, love that. How did we get here?
I don't know, but oh, I got good news for us, babe.
I love good news. Tell me.
You'll never know who reached out to me.
Oh.
From our recent episode, a little company called CeraVe.
Lovely. Love that. What do they want to help me jerk off next time?
Stop it. I'm going to have to get our swag pack before this new episode comes out. But they heard the episode, even though we did sort of intimate that sometimes lotions could be used for gooning. But they loved the mention and they want to hook us up. So shout out. Great product.
Amazing. Hook me up with a bag of cash. Okay, that's the right way to hook me up. And by the way, they should be leaning in. They should be leaning into the fact that people use it to jerk off. They should be. They would be so much more popular if they just leaned in. Lean right in. Imagine if condom companies advertise themselves as balloons. No, it's for sex. Of course, you could use it as a balloon.
Right.
It's not a balloon. You're not making balloon animals.
Yes.
The same way that you're not using CeraVe on your face. I'm sorry. You're using Kiehl's. Kiehl's is for the face. CeraVe is for the cock. Like, that's that's it.
Yes. No, they should do a press push where it's like the number one, lotion and gooning. CeraVe.
Yes. Number one lotion and gooning. And they should have like ads like targeted at parents. Like, if you see a CeraVe bottle, like, talk to your son because he's doing it. That would be so funny if it's like a video series sponsored by CeraVe where parents approach their son about jerking it. Oh my God.
That would be good.
So good.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Good. All right, well, CeraVe, I'll still take the gifting. Just know where it's going.
Oh my God. Get out of my head. Out. Don't imagine that, Josh. Should we get to a story?
Yeah.
Well,
what's going on?
Brianna Chicken Fry eviscerated by Swifties for insisting Taylor Swift's team is behind Life of a Showgirl leaks. Brianna Chicken Fry got eviscerated by Swifties via social media after insisting Taylor Swift's team is behind recently leaked songs. A social media user commented on a since-deleted TikTok on Tuesday to let the Barstool Sports personality know that Tay wouldn't want anyone to look at the alleged leak circulating online. I don't know anything about this. Do you?
I don't know anything about it either. I do know that Taylor Swift songs do seem to leak more than others. And
right.
I do always wonder, like, who is leaking a song, right? Like, the producers leaking the song? Like, how does a song leak happen? That said, I want nothing. I don't want any part of being on the wrong side of the Swifties. So whatever the Swifties say, I'm all in on the Swifties. 100%. I will say separately, Brianna Chicken Fry, lovely girl, friend of the podcast.
But not afraid to get in the mix.
But not afraid to get in the mix. No, not at all.
Yes.
Not at all. I think she thrives in the mix.
Loves the mix.
She loves the mix. She loves it.
She's a social blender.
She is. She is. How fat am I the second you said thrives in the mix? All I'm thinking about is the last time I had Chex Mix.
Chex Mix can be good.
I haven't had it in at least 10 years. I hear the word mix, Chex.
You ever eat Chex cereal like the honey nut or the cinnamon? Delish.
Of course. Like, life was just better when we didn't know how bad everything was for us. Like, it was just like, do you know how much I loved an enormous bowl of Reese's Puffs?
Wonderful.
And this was probably the equivalent, this was probably 2,000 calories, the bowl of cereal I was eating. A big bowl of Reese's Puffs.
Look, shout out General Mills. They know how to do it. And by the way, and I don't know if this is like some creative labeling, but the labels, because I eat a lot of cereal and I have kids, and so, you know, we do the Honey Nut Cheerios, blah, blah, blah. The labels have gotten significantly shorter. There's significantly less ingredients. I don't know if they've consolidated it or if they've figured out a way to put a health halo around it, but significantly shorter.
I think it's probably a little bit of both. I think that there's been so much public pressure to look at what we're eating. I wouldn't be shocked if they went back to closer to original formulas, or maybe it's just all fake. But
the problem is as you know, I'm Canadian Josh over here. I will one day live and end up in Canada. You know, I spent a year up there buying cereal for my kids, and it tasted exactly the same as the American versions. They just had way less ingredients. So you know it can be done.
I'd say 95% of the ingredients are simply preservatives. Like, those are all of the lines that you see are just to extend shelf life. Right. So I'm sure that the Trick cereal in Canada did taste the same as the Trick cereal here. But that Trick cereal in Canada, if they don't sell it after 6 months, it's not good anymore. That would be the difference in the label.
That's such a great point, because one thing I notice about whenever I'm living and working in Canada is that the garbage, which, you know, most people now have like a garbage drawer or like a little garbage cabinet where it goes or under the sink. I would notice that the garbage would more quickly smell like compost. Like, it smelled like, I don't know, it just smelled more garbagey and quicker.
Yeah, your fruits, your vegetables, your everything is not supposed to last as long as these things are lasting. And that if a piece of fruit had a nutritional fact panel, it would not read apple. It would read apple coating, apple preservative, things so that when it takes a week to go on the truck and sits in the grocery store for a week, it doesn't rot.
Right.
Like, it would have a list. It wouldn't just be apple. But maybe in Canada, it would just be apple.
I think they have much more European type laws and restrictions with that.
Which I need, because I really think I'm allergic to the preservatives. I think we've spoken about this in the past. Like, whenever I eat like a piece of pizza or a bowl of pasta somewhere where, like in Italy, people say this all the time, that they don't feel as sick. Sure. And it's because we coat our grains in preservatives.
I think that's probably right.
Yeah, or we're spreading misinformation.
No, I think it's definitely I think it's definitely different. And I think you're probably walking way more in Italy. You're like on a trip in Europe and you're like doing and walking and you're up and like
it's true.
I'll notice sometimes, like, if I don't have food around me, I'm not hungry. But if I'm at home and I'm 40 feet from my kitchen, that's right, 40 fucking feet, I'm rich. No, it's a long hallway to my kitchen.
My kitchen's in the south wing.
I just eat all day because it's there and it's accessible.
Yeah, I mean, that happened to me literally last night. I said to myself, Claudia and I got into bed at 8. I said to myself, oh, you know, I'm full, and I'm proud of you, Ben, for not eating past 8. And then Claudia said, can you get me a snack? And I said, of course. So I go into the kitchen to get her a snack, and I come back with 600 calories in yogurt. I didn't need it, but because I then went back, this is what happens.
I don't want to say this. I don't want to ask this as it applies to Claudia because she scares the hell out of me. I want to ask this. Just imagine you're a man married to a woman and you're civilians.
Yes.
Can you say, no, It's 8 o'clock. We shouldn't have a snack. We're gonna hate ourselves.
No, what are you, crazy?
You can't?
No.
Okay.
No, if she wants a snack, she wants a snack. No, she's a
I mean,
grown up. She's a grown up.
Obviously.
You could say it. You could try once, and then she'd say something to the effect of, "Why are you telling me what to eat?" Or, "Are you counting my calories?" Or, "Why not? What do you?" And then you could say, "Because it's not good for you." And then to that, one would say, "Oh, really? Like, what did you eat today?" And then I'd have to go through the laundry list of what I ate.
Totally. No, you're gonna feel like shit. Like that's the only thing. Like if it was a late night thing and it was like 9 o'clock and Paige was like, "Ooh, I really want," or I would. I mean, I would probably just say yes. But if I was making a case, I'd be like, let's go get let's just go to bed and get an insane breakfast in the morning and we'll feel better not having a belly full of schnitzel right now.
I completely agree with you. That said,
You can't say it.
you can't say it.
Fair. Okay.
You can't say it. Unless you're perfect. Like, I can't say it because I'm not perfect. Like, a lot of nights, I'm the one who wants the snack.
Gotcha.
So I can't then say, it's a slightly different story because you really are such a regimented eater and you can speak from like historical experience of, okay, I haven't had food past 7 o'clock in X number of months and I feel this much better. I think you can say it like during the day. I still don't think that you can deny her snack. If Paige says, "Josh, pass me the bag of Cheetos," yes, honey.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
100%.
Yes. Yes. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Function. Folks, I chose Function because it's the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data most people never see and the insights to actually take action. Inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers from heart and hormones to toxins, inflammation, and stress. You can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans, all tracked in one secure place over time. It's an enhanced view of what's happening in your body. That's why top health experts such as Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Andrew Huberman, and Dr. Jeremy London are all behind Function Health, and so am I. Let me tell you a little bit about Function, okay? First and foremost, lab visits are fast and convenient at over 2,000 locations across the U.S. And you talk about accessible, their pricing, my goodness, $499 a year, which is just $1.37 per day for cutting-edge health insights. All results are tracked over time in one secure place, so you get to see how your health evolves. Insights come from top doctors, and this could cost you over 10 grand if you did this yourself, okay? So do it through Function. And most importantly, there are no perverse incentives. Function doesn't push supplements or pharmaceuticals. It's just powerful, unbiased health data designed to help you own your health. I use this, and you should too. I went in, I got my markers checked, and now I know what I'm deficient in. Vitamin D. I could always use a little bit more turmeric. They didn't tell me that. I just know it. I feel it in my bones. So folks, learn more and join using my link. The first 1,000 of you get $100 credit towards your membership if you go to functionhealth.com/goodguys. That's functionhealth.com/goodguys. Or use gift code goodguys100 at signup to own your health. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Booking.com. Booking.yeah. From vacation rentals to hotels across the U.S., Booking.com has the ideal stay for anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please. Whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your sleep light, rise early mom, or your high maintenance group chat, you can find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. I can find everything that I'm looking for. It's not a guessing game. I'm not walking into a hotel hoping that there's a kitchenette so that I can make my morning omelets. I know that there is because I selected it on Booking.com. I found it, okay? I'm not walking into a hotel room disappointed that I'm not looking at the ocean and that I don't have an oceanfront terrace because I booked it on Booking.com. They have something for everyone. Folks, my parents just booked a trip on Booking.com, okay? Yeah, they're in the Galapagos. They're so adventurous. They took 3 flights. They're staying in multiple hotels. They're having an absolute blast. I just saw a picture of them with a bunch of seals. They were making tequila, and they booked it all on Booking.com. Folks, you can book anything you want on Booking.com. The Galapagos with seals and tequila, or I don't know, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, the Hamptons, Miami, a kitchenette, beachfront, who knows? Whatever you want, whatever you're looking for, whatever you're booking for, you can find on Booking.com. And if I can find my perfect stay on Booking.com, absolutely anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for at booking.com, booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app.
And just as a side note, because, Ben and I love talking about pasteurization here at the Good Guys podcast. A couple kids got like really good and sick, like full kidney failure from unpasteurized milk. Do you know what pasteurization is? Like just like a couple of the fun little dynamics of it.
I'm pretty sure that it's cleaning the milk, but go in and tell me.
Good old Louis Pasteur, scientist, figured out that if you took milk, you boiled it at not even boiled, you brought it up to a temperature of 165 degrees for 15 seconds, that it would kill listeria, all these terrible things in the milk, and then it would be deemed safe, and that people would be much safer drinking it. That's it. It's brought up to 165 degrees for 15 seconds. And it is vilified by people as though it is like this draconian method in which to like poison people. It's like, it is so on the level. And I just think the unpasteurized milk thing is such a dangerous thing to play with.
It's just so hard because you have in one hand the conversation that we just had about an apple. You can't trust that an apple is an apple. So when people hear that you're fucking with their milk, if they don't do a deeper level of research, I get why one would be able to sell me unpasteurized milk, and I would think it's better. You should be doing research to know that it's dangerous, and there's a reason why you're not going mouth to teat on a cow, right? But yeah,
but it's also, there's so many steps in between. Like the argument could even be made maybe that from mouth to cow, it would be safer. But the problem is it doesn't start there, right? It starts from the cow and then it's moved around and goes through different shipping methods and vats, and it's not coming to you that same day. So there's so many ways in which for pathogens to be introduced on its ride to your farmer's market or black market milk place, because it's not legal in most states.
It's actually kind of interesting. You would never, like, we boil everything to make it safe for kids, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you get pacifiers from Amazon. You don't stick it straight in Meyer's mouth. You boil it, I would assume. Most people run it under hot water or they boil it.
Sure.
Right? And that is to kill whatever bacteria is in there that you don't want in the baby's mouth. So yeah, Josh, I'm with you. Okay? I'm with you. You don't have to be talking to me. I'm with you.
I agree. But it's like, I was thinking about it before when we were talking about, like, I think the big gripe is people go like, well, you're not getting the nutrition because, you know, some of it is lost in the heating process. It's like, babe, like, you're getting nutrition. It's like the 5% fat to the 0% fat of the yogurt. It's like, babe, you're getting a lot of good stuff. Like, it's a small discrepancy here, and we're talking about making it infinitely safer. So I don't know.
And to be totally honest, if you're getting all of your nutrients from cow's milk,
sure,
you're a little dated. Like I got you.
Like, yeah, sorry, Jebediah.
Yeah, it's very like you can supplement. You can if you need to. Like, I haven't had a glass of milk. This is just me. I haven't had a glass of milk in my life. Unless there was chocolate mixed in it, which again, the nutritional value is already gone once I have chocolate milk. But yeah, I always found it strange. It's typically not Jews. I don't know many Jews that just drink 3 glasses of milk. Were you a milk drinker?
Are you serious? Was I a milk drinker?
You drank plain milk?
Never.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I was making sure. I was like, oh my God.
Drinking my calories? No thanks.
Insane. No, insane. Like,
I don't want anything to take away from the General Chow's chicken, fried rice, hot and sour soup, and egg roll I'm about to demolish with a bag of flips after.
So good.
I wanted your opinion on this because I think you will have a really good insight. So the other episode you were talking about how I code switch for my Kiehl's ad and just what a broken human being I am because I've been acting.
You said that, not me. I just want to make sure everybody doesn't think I laced in.
Oh, I'm just saying things we all already know. just being a broken human being, having worked since I was 10 years old and having no boundaries or understanding that I could ever stop. And and I think that's a healthy thing about you and your approach to work. Although you did suggest maybe taking a couple weeks off in August from the podcast. I said, what are you, nuts?
Just two.
I was like, this is the most lucrative side gig ever, Ben. Stop it.
Yeah, that won't be happening again. That won't be happening. You're going to see the headline soon, folks. It's big news.
Big. I would love your opinion, honestly, about this. So, but I respect, when you guys were having Ruby, you wanted to make sure that you took some time off, and you even like took time off from emails. And I know how hard you work and how many businesses and things you have going. And like, I think that's really healthy. And I'm much less able to do that. And so I'll tell you what happened. So I've noticed over the last 2 months, and I've been auditioning and booking jobs and getting close to jobs for almost 30 years. So I'm really used to it. But the last 2 months, it's been really getting to me. And I think it's because there have been a couple auditions that I got like violently close for. Like basically, you're the guy. Actually, you're not the guy. Which is, when you feel on that 1 yard line and you've got the people calling and you're starting to see the signs where they're checking availability, all these things. But one case in particular, it was a day before Paige was about to give birth. And I got an audition for something that was like really good, really high end show. And they were like, they really like you for this, but you got to put the audition on tape today. So I just scrambled and I got it done. And I literally get a text the morning before Paige is about to go into the hospital going, just wanted to let you know to go into the weekend, they loved your tape. And I said, oh, what a nice thing to get. Great. I can feel good. Now let's worry about Meyer and Paige. Like, this is wonderful. I'm in the delivery room 30 minutes before she's about to give birth. I get a text. They loved your tape so much they want to test you on Tuesday. It's Friday night. They want to test you Tuesday morning, which means you go in and you read against the person that they're now going to do the chemistry test with. So either your spouse, your partner on the show, someone you have to have good chemistry with has already been cast, and they want to see what your dynamic's like. Mm-hmm. But my phone should be off.
Yeah.
But I get this text, and, it's not like taking anything away from Paige. Paige is there, and it's all set. But I see this text, and I'm like, Tuesday morning we'll be home from the hospital.
Yeah.
I wish I had just said, I'm so glad they liked it. And if they want to offer me the part, which didn't shoot for like 6 weeks, so I knew that if I did get it, I could do it because it would have been enough time away. Like, I'd love to do it, but right now I can't. It's going to be our third day and we're just going to get home from the hospital Monday. But I go, let me see. Let me think about it. So I ran it by Paige and I said, if I have to go for this audition Tuesday morning, would that be okay with you? Like, we're going to have plenty of coverage and it'll be an hour and I'll be back home. She was like, of course. So I did. And that whole weekend, I'm like, in between running and doing stuff for Paige in the hospital, I'm like running my lines, walking the hallways of Cedars-Sinai. And I went for the audition Tuesday morning on 2 hours of sleep and basically spent a week waiting to hear, which is kind of a good sign because they're like debating you and they haven't decided right away you're not the guy, and it didn't go my way. And I've now had that like 2 or 3 times over the last 2 months. So it's all great to get really close to things. But I think it's hurting me because I'm not protecting myself and going, I've got a newborn baby. I got 3 kids. I got a Ben. I got the good guys. I got the morons. Thank God, Baruch Hashem, I'm taken care of. I don't have to sweat money in this moment. And like, maybe I don't have to fucking worry about auditions. I think it's hurting because I'm not honoring where I'm at and being like, let off the gas, Josh. Like, maybe you don't have to run at every opportunity. It's not always feast or famine. What do you think?
Yeah. I think that the second that you do what you're saying you should do, which is take a step back, prioritize, and be thankful for what you have, you're going to get the biggest thing ever. That's the way that it works. It's so, we've spoken about it before, and no, I'm not Jay Shetty, like that one commenter on TikTok, and eat my ass. I am accredited to give life advice. I I think that when you stop chasing things, they really good things end up happening. Like I don't know. I think that if you're really, 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 really close and you're focusing in on it, it will come. And that's not to say that you should be declining opportunities. You miss, what is that expression? You miss all the hits that you don't take at bats.
You miss
or whatever
100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, because that's true. If you're not
You
even
miss
in the room,
100% of the bites you don't eat. That's us. That's our
us.
saying.
you didn't like if you're not in the room, they can't see you, right? So you have to be active enough that you're still on their radar. But yeah, I feel two ways about it. When I thought for a second that you didn't audition for an hour on Tuesday, I was a little sad. So I'm happy that you did. I'm happy that you did it. Yeah. What I would have advised is don't answer now. There's going to be no difference if you answer them the next day. And if you answered them the next day and they were like, you lost it, then there's nothing more you could have done. Like your wife gave birth to a child and your phone was off, exactly as you said. So never let it take away from your moments.
But you would have passed. No, you would have said.
I think that if I received that message, it was local.
Yeah.
If I received that message, immediately I would have said I need to pass. So I hope that what I would have done is I would have not responded at all, not thought about it, and woken up the next day and seen if I felt differently. My gut, 1,000% in the moment would have been not right, not happening, no good.
Yeah.
But who knows? I don't know. It'll come, Josh.
Oh, I'm not.
It'll come once you stop chasing it.
I'm not worried about that. Like what I'm worried about, or I think for me it was because I've been
you're focusing on it, and you're saying that you feel like maybe you're not. Are you saying that maybe you're not present as much as you wish, or you're not as thankful as you should be because you're chasing it?
What I'm dissecting is why I feel it's been hurting more the last month or two. And so I'm like, what is different? And I think it is that thing where, because, I turned down that really big gig right before Paige gave birth. And then all of these things have sort of come up. But the truth, if I'm giving you my capital T truth, if I had to leave now to go to Toronto, to go to New York, to like do a job, it would have been hard over the summer to do that.
Totally.
It would have been impossible. I couldn't. Now,
100%.
as Meyer gets a little bit older, and this fall, this winter, casting directors, if you're listening, no, I'm kidding. It'll be much more manageable. But I feel so lucky that I got to spend July and August picking up Max and Shai from camp and being with Meyer and Paige. And I guess I wish I had just sort of like been able to let go of chasing anything over these 2 months.
Totally.
And not let that pester me in the back of my head of, oh, you're not doing enough. That's what I'm saying.
Totally. I hear you. You are doing enough. And I think that the second that you acknowledge that, it'll book. It'll hit.
Yeah, I'm not worried. It always does. I just don't want to be like, I don't want it to affect my state of being, my essence, my aura.
The only thing that I can compare it to is I only talk about like the rosy things in Spritz society, but having a business requires raising money and being low on money and needing to pitch investors, and sometimes like macro market trends, like money dries up, even if your business is amazing. And I'll pitch, there were times, I don't know, I would pitch 25 people a month and they were all no's. Or I'd get really, really, really close with like, they call it a whale, like somebody who could give you $5 million as opposed to somebody you chase like 100 people writing 50K checks. Like you get one whale. We pitched like 4 whales and they were all right there. Oh, sorry, not the right time because I can put $5 million in a treasury bond and get 5%.
Sure.
And then the second that I stopped, I was like, okay, I can't do anything more. I did it. I can't do anything more. A whale fell in my lap. It just happens. I don't know. Like when you're chasing it and you're so hyper-focused on it and you can't see anything else, it just doesn't happen. That's at least my experience. with everything. Everything that I've ever wanted, if I actively went after it, I never got it. And then things so passively. This podcast is a perfect example of that. We did it passively for 3 years. I didn't say I wanted an unbelievable podcast and an unbelievable co-host where we have great chemistry and it just is easy, but like we have a great community. It just happened.
There's been nothing passive for me about this podcast, Ben.
It was passive for you. You didn't expect this. You didn't expect this, okay?
I'm active. No.
You didn't expect this, Josh.
No, it's awesome because we're magic.
We're magic.
We're magic. Two Jews, both big and tall.
I don't mean not doing work, to clarify. You still need to do work, but it doesn't need to be your only, like, this podcast needs to be successful. No, you record the podcast, you promote the podcast, you do things, and then it's successful. Not looking at the end result. I booked the gig. It's like, am I a better actor? Am I relaxed in auditions? Am I doing all the things? Not booking. Yeah, you get it. You get it.
Should we do a speak pipe?
Yeah, sure.
If you want to ask us a question, get some advice, go to speakpipe.com/goodguys. Don't give us your what are you nutses. They're not great.
No good.
What?
I said they're no good.
They're no good. Keep it brief. Brevity's key. Let's hear from Anonymous.
Holy shit. What are you fucking nuts? I just paid $80 for 2 movie tickets, a bucket of popcorn, and 2 ices. And the people directly next to me and my boyfriend sat there and talked for the entire duration of the movie. $80 down the drain, couldn't focus on a single thing they were saying because I was full on rage mode. I wanted to say something 19 times, but my boyfriend said not to because he didn't want it to start anything. I am forever mad that I will never see these people again and that I never got to tell them off. What would you have done if you just paid $80 for a simple Sunday night date night and they talked through the entire fucking movie?
At first I thought that the What Are You Nuts was about the price of movie tickets and popcorn and soda, which is another What Are You Nuts. $80 for 2 tickets of popcorn and a soda. That is too much money. You cannot beat yourself up about it because you didn't say anything. You should have said something immediately. Like you can't, this is like if I go out to a restaurant, I order a steak medium rare and it comes well done and I eat it. I can't go home and be upset that I didn't have a medium rare steak. I could have returned it. I could have returned it and tried to get a medium rare steak. You could have easily said something and changed the course of your evening. Your boyfriend is wrong. There is no talking in the movies. Do you not remember that intro? I think maybe it was for AMC. No talk in the movies. There's something in the show. And smoking is a no, no, no. And remember to throw your trash away. Do you remember that? Okay. It's the rules and etiquette proceedings for a movie. You go in there. You do not talk. We all are watching the movie. Okay. You turn off your phone. Your phone should not be on ringer. Okay. And be cautious. And I'm talking to myself. If you're going to get the nachos with cheese, don't munch so loud. Okay? You're allowed to eat in the theater, but do it nicely and discreetly. Josh?
And if you're Ava Soffer, bring a little chopped liver
Yes.
to have with your popcorn.
What's the craziest thing you've ever brought into a movie theater?
Chinese food.
Okay, mine is when I was on keto, I brought in 2 sleeves of smoked turkey and a bottle of Hellmann's.
Hell yeah.
I was just having mayo turkey. Mayo turkey. It was fantastic.
Wraps. Oh, God. Deli meat stench. I was
So good.
I was blowing up the Times Square AMC with beef and broccoli.
Oh, my God. That sounds so good. I just saw on TikTok yesterday a guy fill a spray bottle with butter. And as he's eating his popcorn, he'll spray the top and eat it. How genius is that?
It's genius, but the famous Lisa Lampanelli always talks about the ultimate big back move, which is you go to the butter machine and you stick a straw. And then you go deep into the caves of the popcorn, and then you slowly pull out.
Of course, this is a fantastic move. I thought the spray, though, was a direct hit.
Sure. Yeah, spray. No, I love it. Next one, Anonymous.
Hey, good guys. I'm currently planning my wedding, and we're at the stage where we're
I
trying
can't.
to find a caterer and pick our menu. So I would love to know, what is your ideal wedding food? We can start with a cocktail hour. We can go straight to the dinner, the desserts, anything you got. I'd love to hear it. For context, I'm getting married on the coast, so any coastal-inspired wedding menus would be awesome. Thanks. Love the pod.
First of all, if you're looking for a great caterer in the Northeast, Bruce Soffer, Chef's Table, Bruce at chefstableltd.com. Okay, this is number one. I'm just saying. Just saying. Bruce Soffer, Bruce at chefstableltd.com. Number one caterer, East Coast. You said it's not there? No problem. If you want to get married in New Jersey, you call him. If you don't want to get married in New Jersey, that's up to you. We're still going to come up with your menu because I love this. So where is she getting married, Josh?
Coastal.
Coastal. What does this mean? Like which coast?
You are getting too specific.
Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it a warm coast? Is it a cold
coast? We're talking seafood, man.
Okay, coastal. Okay. Interesting. What should we eat? You want to start with the apps? We'll do some past hors d'oeuvres.
Past hors d'oeuvres, great.
Okay, we'll do a tuna tartare. Okay, I love a tuna tartare, maybe in a little wonton cracker. That's fantastic.
I'm going to say you do it in a cone a la Spago. They do like an elevated cone, not just wonton, but they do like a bit of a sweet, hard glaze. So it's got a little more structure to it. And it's fabulous.
Okay, I love that. Coastal, Josh, coastal.
I would say you could do a bagel and lox pizza. So you do, past pizza with creme fraiche, lox, and pizza slices, and like maybe some capers and sliced onion.
Yum! That sounds absolutely fantastic. If you dabble in seafood, I could see like an oyster shucking woman walking around, that being pretty fancy, right? You pick up an oyster, maybe there's the sauces on the side, like your cocktail sauce or your whatever the hell the other ones are. I think that could be really lovely. I think also if you dabble in seafood, a fried calamari, Josh, this could be a wonderful thing. People would be so excited to walk around and dunk in a little piece of calamar into the tomato sauce. What else is coastal? Maybe a little tuna burger. Thoughts on that? Or a salmon slider?
Well, I think you also need to have like some meat to balance all the seafood. So I would say have a badass chicken and beef satay skewers, but no bad bites. I'm talking elevated, I'm talking good, and I'm talking like almost charred. I don't want any bad bites on that thing. And the chicken obviously needs a nice Thai peanutty sauce, and the beef should have like a beautiful teriyaki glaze.
You know what you could also do, because it's coastal again, Josh? Coastal. Maybe it's a little bit Greek, and perhaps you do past kofta. What do you think about that? A nice meat stick, so delicious. God, maybe it's a little mini individual gyros. Ooh.
Love a gyro. It's gonna be our gyro. Okay. All right.
Greek.
Entree.
Oh, my brain's now in Greek mode. A gyro.
Yeah.
Maybe a little side individual spanakopita. Perhaps a Greek salad.
Well, I think with like main dishes, I think you cannot go wrong. Where this is what we had at our wedding, and I just thought it was like pretty great. We did like a killer skirt steak that basically everyone likes, with like a balls blown off chimichurri. I know how you love a chimichurri.
Delish.
We did like a killer salmon, but like properly cooked, where it's like slightly rare in the middle. Perfect, simple grilled salmon. And then we did this beautiful mushroom ravioli in this like nice, like elevated truffle cream sauce. And it just felt like it covered whatever, unless you were vegan, like you pretty much were covered.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. And for this coastal affair, Josh, I know you got to be nice and loaded to do this for everybody, but imagine a nice lemon butter Dover sole. My God, would that be good? Or perhaps you do a whole branzino. Maybe you do a whole branzino for like each side of the table and people are just picking. Oh, yeah, meat would be delicious. A nice steak is always great. I'm starving.
As the son of a caterer, tell me what you think. I think the worst way you can go is in most cases, I actually think, and I love family style as it applies to every other thing but a banquet type style wedding thing. I think it's so hard to execute and to make it hot that I really think buffet style, I think people look down on it because they think it's like cheaper. But I think better than a seated meal, a passed meal, I think better than family style. Just do buffet. Let people go up. Have stations.
I'm the biggest. We did a seated dinner because that is what's perceived as more classy. Oh my, the buffet is so the move.
Totally.
So the move. And it can be open longer. You're not forcing people to eat at a certain time. It's not so regimented. Like, honestly, the seated dinner ruins a party because then it's the music stops or like people stop dancing just to eat. They have to eat during this time. There's no extra food. Meanwhile, if you're dancing, having a good time, you get hungry, you pop over to the buffet.
Yeah.
I love a buffet. All in on the buffet. My sister's wedding, buffet. Oof. This was fantastic.
God bless her.
Fantastic.
And I say you have those women that they have in Vegas that come up to you at the baccarat table, and they have the cigarettes and the
Yes.
cigars. They got the the bustier on. I'm just
Sure.
kidding. And they're walking around, and you're like, let me get a pack of Parliaments, dear. I'll have a Hennessy, and here's 10 for you.
Yeah, I love it. And a nice quick 5-minute back rub. Imagine somebody walking around, quick shoulder rub. You're very tense at a wedding. I'm in.
Yes.
Get 40 masseuse. That's good. Masseurs? Masseuses?
Masseuses.
Masseuses.
I was at our friend's wedding, and I didn't realize how many people were on drugs at the wedding. And I'm just sober Sally there being like, how good is this like club soda? And their eyes were the size of Frisbees. Pupils. And I saw them at the breakfast the next day, and I'm like, hey, Ken, remember what we were talking about? This? And they were like, who are you? And I'm like, oh, right.
It's funny.
You were under the influence.
Size
and I
of-
wasn't.
Eyes the size of Frisbees. That's funny.
Should we get to our What Are You Nuts?
Yes, we should.
Our What Are You Nuts moment of the week are our gripes with people, places, and things, both big and small, whatever is sticking in your craw. Ben, what do you got?
This weekend, it's really not a What Are You Nuts. It's really, she thought of something. That it's a What Are You Nuts that I've never had before at a private party. She got a Carvel truck. Okay?
Hell yeah.
What Are You Nuts that I've never seen that before? It was genius. You walk up, you get a gorgeous soft serve. I'm angry at myself that I've gone 33 years, no Carvel truck. I'm very creative on my birthday. This was just so unbelievable. I was left jealous that I've never done it. So now every birthday from now on, I'm going to have a Carvel truck.
That is so sick. We had a Mr. Softy truck for Shy's birthday in October. Shout out. There's only one Mr. Softy in Camarillo, California. Shout out. Owner of it is the best dude. Go to it. If you need your East Coast ice cream fix, I say it again, and it's not because he gave me a great rate for Shy's birthday. Mr. Softy in Camarillo. Located 177. No, I'm kidding.
So good. An ice cream truck it's also not as much money as you would think it is, and it's really classy. Like,
So
you have a freaking ice cream truck pull up at your house for a private party. People are going to think, my God, they're loaded when they don't know. There are more expensive things, Josh. Ice cream's $8. How much could they charge you? They can't. They can't. You?
My What Are You Nuts is it has come to my attention that there is a Starbucks located in the CIA headquarters, but they're not allowed to use names for your order. What are you nuts? Wow. You don't think they're going to start remembering the people that came in? Can you imagine if you like had a coworker and I was the Starbucks employee and I'm like, haven't seen red shirt for a while. How's brown hair? I hope he's not overseas.
I hope he's not dead. Yeah, that's a what are you nuts?
It's what are you nuts?
Also, what, they don't use mobile ordering, so they're standing in line like, no, you're still mobile ordering, or are they hiding it? But then imagine the amount of people that are going to end up just stealing your coffee. That's my coffee. How do you know?
You need
because my name's on it.
Have a
my
pseudonym.
My name. Terrible. What are you, nuts? You know what else is nuts, Josh?
What?
Giving this episode 5 stars is nuts. The best podcast in America. Says more than just us. Listen to us on YouTube. Watch our clips. Instagram and TikTok. Monday and Thursdays, folks. We will see ya. What are you going to say?
Do you know that I recently ran into Alex Cooper and she told me Good Guys is her favorite podcast? Did I tell you that?
You didn't.
It's not true. Okay, bye.
No, but it's true. No, don't say it's not true. We cut it there.
Okay, we'll cut it there.